Hello, all of you beautiful souls. Peace on earth and love and light to you. I am GabrielleEther. Welcome to my channel. This is a pick a card reading for what should I be focusing on versus what am I focusing on. So, pretty much you might be putting your focus into the wrong thing. So this is what you should be focusing on, because sometimes when we are putting our focus on the things that we really want and the things that are not within the universe's timing, pretty much we'll become off focus and then we'll get off the wrong path. So sometimes we become so focused on one thing just because we really want it so much, we don't even see what the universe is saying when the universe is saying, like, no, don't even focus on that right now. So this is what you should be focusing on. So that's what this reading is about. So have you guys been led to a card already? If not, then I'm going to give these cards names, and this one is going to be called Star. I haven't even thought of the names yet, but Star. This one can be called, first things that comes up in my head, Sweet and Surrender. Okay? Star, Sweet, Surrender. Be led to a name, or be led to the card, the first one that comes out to you, or whichever word that I said that kind of like, sparked something in you. Whichever word I said and it kind of like sparked something in you, pick that one, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Star first. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to kind of look at all the cards, but pretty much these cards down here are what you're supposed to be focusing on. And this is basically your light work. Your light work, or all things spiritual right now. It's like Spirit is telling you there are some things that you want to move in your life, but these things cannot move until you work on yourself spiritually. Sometimes you all, it's just what they say. How can you help someone else if you can't help yourself? And how can you fully love someone else if you don't fully love yourself? And Spirit is saying, like, focus on your light work. Once you focus on your light work, I see you being more joyful and more happy, and like, some of you might not realize that this is the key that you actually need to make things turn around into your life. It seems like to me what you are focusing on, like the wrong thing you're focusing on, is this partnership right here, this love thing. Or I don't know if you're trying to find love or you're already in. Okay, so yes, this is what I'm getting now for some of you. Okay, so let me get back to what I was saying, because I forgot a little bit. So you guys already know sometimes I have to pause it and go do something else with my baby. I'm trying to watch my baby at the same time, and you guys know how toddlers are. She be trying to take advantage anyways. Let me start back. It's just like this relationship here. For some of you, it's not that. Some of you are already in a relationship. For those of you who are already in a relationship, if this relationship is bringing you off focus of your light work, this is what you're actually supposed to be doing, then you need to figure out a way to bring this back into balance, or pretty much something about this relationship. Yeah, if it's just too much for you guys and you can't bring this back into balance, or if this is just taking over your focus, if that's the thing, you just can't not balance your relationship with your light work or with your spirituality, then this is just something that you're just going to have to do away with. Or anything that you're bringing to your life that's kind of too close to you, anything that you're partnering with, okay? If you can't find that balance, whatever that is, then that means it's no longer serving you. Anything no longer serving you, you must get rid of it. But to me, this is like a romantic relationship, a partnership, a romantic partnership. You guys, sometimes a relationship or being with the wrong person just can cause us to not focus on what we really need to be focusing on. And Spirit is saying this is your light work. This is your light work. Seems like you have to do something when it comes to speaking or teaching someone. And this is what's going to actually balance you out. This is what's going to actually help you out. Sometimes, when you have to prepare yourself for your light work, then it will help you. It also helps when you're preparing yourself for your light work. You're also preparing yourself. You're also helping yourself pretty much. And if this is just imbalanced or no longer serving you, then this is something that you just have to call it quits or just get rid of it. Now we're all grown here, so of course, do what you're going to do. But at the same time, this is what this reading is about, the wrong thing that you're focusing on. And for some of you, it's not that the partnership is bad. It's just that you're putting too much focus on this person, okay? So, you guys, whenever the focus is someone else rather than yourself, that's out of balance. And I heard someone say before, people say, well, I do so much for everyone else, but I don't do enough for myself. Hey, I'm guilty of that too. I hear readings all the time and they tell me that too. That's out of balance. You have to put yourself first. Because it's not that you don't know how to take care of other people. It's not that you don't know how to show love. But if you continue to do this in some type of way, you're going to see, because I had to see this. I kept doing readings, and then I realized, you know what? No, I don't do readings when I'm out of balance. And when I feel myself out of balance, sometimes I don't even know. I'm just not doing readings after a while. Like I keep doing it, and I keep doing them, and then I keep doing them, and then I start to see, you know what? I might know what I'm doing. I might mean the best, but, something has happened or something doesn't necessarily work the way I want it to work or plan it to work. So you keep going in this route, and you're going to see that you're not really helping other people because you're not balanced yourself, okay? To me, for some of you, this relationship is just all out of season, and it's just not the right time. And some of you who are single, you want a relationship when you shouldn't be working on trying to be in a relationship. You need to focus on yourself growing spiritually. This is not really all about your light work. You should just be working on growing yourself spiritually and maturing more, because sometimes, if we look at it, you guys, if we really pay attention, and I'm sure some of you guys notice that the majority of pick a card readings are about love on YouTube. To me, that's not a balance. It's not a balance if we're all doing these spiritual readings and we're helping people out spiritually, but you have an enormous amount of romantic pick a card readings. Some of these people are just taking advantage of you guys' emotions, and they're not telling you guys the truth. Because sometimes we just want love and we think we're wanting love, and that's not really what we need to be focusing on, or it's not really what we think that we need. And some people, love is their calling. They're supposed to talk about love and romantic things, and sometimes those people's true calling could get overshadowed from the people who are just desperate and wanting to be in a relationship when they need to be focusing on something else, and they need to be focusing on themselves, loving themselves first. They need to be focusing on growing spiritually first. We pray and we want all these things to manifest and happen for us, and we believe in all these spiritual and wonderful things, but we don't want to grow spiritually. We don't want to take the time out to sit down and talk to Spirit and just say, you know what? Well, what do I want? What do you guys want me to do? Spiritual team, what am I doing? What do I need to do for you? Or what do I need to do to help myself grow spiritually? And help myself grow. So I've said this. I realized that, you guys, I said this before. I was watching one of my readings not too long ago, And I actually said, one of the biggest things that helped me out in life is once I started to focus on my spirituality. Once I started to focus on my spirituality and I wanted to know about spiritual things, I started to get to know myself better. I started to see exactly what it is that I want and exactly what I don't want. And so you guys already know, like, I tell you guys all the time, I don't do a lot of love readings. Every now and then I do, because Spirit is like, okay, don't, help people out so we won't waste our times and stuff like that. Maybe it's something I'm going through. My baby playing. She's not hurting, she's playing. But maybe it's something I'm going through, or maybe it's something someone has told me they're going through. Spirit's like, okay, do a love reading, but love readings are not my primary I'm not like my primary focus, because for one, I realize I cannot help other people with love readings when I know that's an area of my life that I'm struggling with myself. But one thing that I do know, I've gotten a whole lot better when it comes to relationships, because I've listened to the advice that the other readers, when I had personal readings for myself, whether it's a pick a card reading, I listen to the advice when they tell me, hey, you could be a little bit like this, or you could be a little bit like that. And then, I listen to those readings, and then I focus on myself spiritually, and then I look at, what would be a good fit for my life, not just wanting a man into my life, not just wanting this love into my life, because sometimes we have to sit down and evaluate ourselves and ask, why do we just want this companion? Why do we want this love? And some of it is just because it's just low self-esteem. Some of us hold on to the wrong person too long because we feel like this is the best we can get. Some of us look at ourselves so low, and we think that, well, since this person is halfway what I want, and since I might not get everything I want, let me just settle for this person, when we're never supposed to settle. And then you can't get that twisted either. You can't think everybody's going to be perfect, but you can also not settle, So this is what Spirit is saying. So, hey, it's funny how these two cards came out together, two different type of decks, and they came out together, This card just straight up says partnership, and we see this card and this card like a partnership. I look at this card as a lot of different ways. Sometimes, anytime I see two things like this, sometimes I call it like a Gemini card. So some you guys may have Gemini in your chart somewhere, or are a Gemini, but I wasn't looking at it like that this time. This can be for any sign. I was looking at it like a partnership, a relationship. And Spirit is saying this is what you're focusing on, So you guys, when we see and we notice that the majority, and I'm not the only reader that said this, I've came across a whole bunch of videos that have said this. When we're noticing that, do not allow some of these people to take advantage of you guys. Sit down and do the work on yourselves. And then when you're actually meeting someone that you feel like it's worth it, then you do the readings on that person, not someone that you already is someone that you just want to hold on to when you already see that it's going bad, And like I said, for some of you guys, some of this relationship is not that it's bad. It's just that you're putting your focus into this relationship, and something about the relationship is no longer serving you. So that's all. When some of you, Spirit is saying work on your light work, your spiritual work, your light work. And for some of you, it's just work on growing spiritually in general, okay? This is what's going to give you peace. This is what's going to give you happiness, okay? So that is all for those of you who were led to the word. What was this word? Star? Okay, so these are your cards right here. Those of you who are led to the word sweet. Now, it's funny that the other ones, that I named the other one surrender, but the card surrender is actually in this pile. Okay, so yeah, I feel like I'm not going to have to talk you guys to death like I did the last cards, I think, because I had a lot to say on that one. I don't think so, because this one is kind of easy to get out. The first one took me a while to get out. Overworked body, okay? This is overworked body. Overworked body, overworked mind. You're overworked, okay? You're doing too much, okay? You're doing too much. You're overworked. That's what this is saying. And so this is where your wrong focus is at. This is where you're not supposed to be focusing on right now. what you need to be focusing on is getting some rest because you are doing too much. Getting some rest, okay? You are really like overworking, okay? So, or some of you guys like me, you might be doing a little bit too much. Oh my gosh, I was just telling the last people, like, you're focus on your spiritual work. This is the exact opposite. Some of you guys just, this is all you do. That's all you do is work. And then it's like spiritual work also. You're overworking. If you guys have been hearing, work on your crown chakra, this is a crown chakra card, or your third eye chakra, then it's not, if you've been hearing that, because I've been hearing work on your crown chakra, it's overworked, it's like you've been doing, you're using it too much. Wow. Who gets something like that? Because I'm sitting there like, well, wow, this is what I'm hearing. Like, I'm really hearing this from spirit. Okay, it's just the fact that we hear so much, rely on your intuition. It's kind of like, for you guys, first off, congratulations. Spirit is saying, don't feel like don't never do this or you're doing the wrong thing, because so many times most people have to be told to rely on their intuition, but that's what you do, and that's what you do, and that's why you're here. That's why you do these pick a card readings, and that's one reason why pick a card readings could be so great for us, you guys, because this is what you do. You know that you must rely on your intuition. You know the way, you really understand the way the universe works. So that's all you do. With everything you do, you're asking spirit. You're going to spirit. You're trying to see what your intuition is telling you, okay? When you need a little bit balance, okay? Do some crown chakra meditations. You just make sure that you're doing the right kind, because you don't want one, you're not trying to get one that's going to like open, or like anything that says open or recharge or anything like that. You're just balancing, kind of coming down a little bit, but you have to balance between the natural world and the spiritual world, okay? It's like you're not sometimes you look at things too spiritual and not enough natural. So you guys who are drawn to this card, I know you know what I mean. So I do this. I know I do this a lot, okay? So sometimes because you're just for one, you're just that light worker. You're just that even if you don't do light work, as a career or anything, you know that you are a light worker. You know that you are like just this person who you know that you are a spiritual person. Spiritual people are like that. You understand the universe, how the universe works so well that you kind of forget sometimes the natural part of it. It's like some of you guys probably just love to astral project, just love to be in the outside, in the astrals instead of this natural world, okay? Because you're just so spiritual. And then you're not even from here. You're probably like a starseed child or a crystal child, someone who's just really not, in another lifetime, not even used to this earthly world. So when you're just spiritual, you're just a spiritual person. So this is why you pretty much seek all things spiritual all the time. And some of you're probably teachers, and you're teaching too much. You're just doing so much. You love information, but you're just kind of like getting overload, So you can burn out because of this. So slow down. And if you have any kind of, if you're just trying to, some of you guys are trying to manifest so much, the spirit is like, okay, we already heard you, so it's going to happen. And I'm looking at this card saying rest and relax, but this is also saying it's going to happen. So you don't have to continue. It's not that you lose your faith. It's just a spiritual person. So you like to do these things, okay? So spirit is like, just surrender. Know that everything is all good all the time with you, because you're super protected. You know you have the spiritual team around you, and you know that they're there for you all the time. So you're always talking to them, so which is good. This is a great thing. It's good that you have gotten to that level. So Spirit is saying, okay, go up another level. And when it comes to knowing how to balance this out now, So, and that is all. Yeah, you're just a little overworked, but it seems like you're overworked spiritually. Wow. Pretty much the opposite that I said in the other card. I don't know if I ever had to tell people that before in a pick a card reading, but I'm saying it now. But yeah, even if it's just not spiritually, because I feel like majority of you are just spiritual people. I feel like it's just you being overworked in general, okay? Or kind of like overthinking, maybe a little too analytical. Spirit of this is just like chill out. Like you need to calm down, like that new Taylor Swift song. I love that. I love that video. You need to calm down. But anyways, not really calm down, but more like calm down in this situation. So, and that is all, you guys. I thought I was hearing something else. Now I forgot what I was about to say, but I did notice something else. I noticed that this rat right here, you guys, I don't know. Comment in the comment section below if you know the reason why the rat is around Lord Ganesha. It's a reason for this, but I forgot. Either I forgot. Yeah, I forgot because I did hear it, so I forgot. But this is the way that I interpret it, because we know this is Lord Ganesha, it's not an elephant, but or this is an oracle reading, so I have to look at everything on the card, and I just look at it as an elephant sometimes. And how we know the stereotype is elephants are scared of rats. Whatever fear you have, it's like something might be really bothering some of you. So whatever fear you have, like Spirit is like, we know that this is a real fear, but it's taken care of. This fear is taken care of, okay? Let me repeat, because Spirit is saying, stress this to you guys. This fear, it is a real thing. It is happening, but sleep beside your fear, like this one is doing. This is how much you don't have to worry about this, because this fear is put to sleep. This fear is not hurting you, cannot hurt you, because your spiritual team has gotten this thing on wraps. Your spiritual team is like, we see that thing that could possibly hurt you, yeah, but we got it asleep right now. It's not even going to wake up until we tell it to wake up. And then when it wakes up, by the time it wakes up, you're going to be already woke up and you're going to be gone. It's not even going to be relevant for you, okay? So just rest and relax over this thing. That is all for those of you who are led to the word sweet. Subscribe to this channel if you like this video if you liked it. If you would like a personal reading with me, my email is in the description. And also, for those of you who donate to this channel, thank you so much for donating. I'm going to ask again, donate to this channel if you like to, donate to other psychic readings if you like to. And for those of you who do, thank you so much. And that is all. Those of you who were led to the word surrender, here are your cards. You guys, I know what these cards are saying. This is a wrong thing you're focusing on. This is what you should be focusing on. And I heard that song. It's Crime Mob. Y'all remember that song? It's old. That's sick of being lonely. I'm so sick of being lonely. Every night with my man, 'cause I would have told me. I want to know how it feels to be in love, I had to sing that so you guys know what I'm talking about. I love that song. I'm so sick of being lonely. Okay, now the song's oh my gosh, it's going to be stuck in my head now. Anyways, that's how I feel like some of you guys are singing. That's the song some of you guys are singing. Like, I'm just sick of being lonely. But Spirit is saying, we have something for you. Some of you are focusing on the wrong person, okay? It's similar to the first one. So if you were drawn to the first one, then this is similar, okay? Because the first one was saying that people were focusing on, so if you want to hear that message, go ahead. People are focusing on love when they should be focusing on growing spiritually. Okay, this is not for the people who need to be growing spiritually, but if you feel like you need to be growing spiritually, you're not really focusing on that, then You could go listen to that video too. But this is not it, okay? Because sometimes we're already there. We're growing spiritually, we know how to balance that out. But sometimes, it's just you want this love to happen, and it's going to happen. But the thing is, Spirit is like, you're focusing on this wrong person, okay? There's a wrong person. This person is going to hurt your feelings. You're focusing on this person instead of focusing on the right person. Because instead of focusing on, let me explain this better. Because the right person might not be there yet. It's like you're wondering. Is this person good? Is this the right person for me? Can this person really be true? Can this person be good? Is this person going to be better this time? If this person has not shown you any results, or it's not that this person is not for you, it's just the fact that this person has not shown you the results. It may not even be time for this person to show you the results right now. So what you need to be doing is still dating. Okay? You need to be finding the one that's actually for you. And don't be wasting your time with people who are sometimey, okay? With people that are like, okay, I'm going to be there at 5, and then they show up at 8. With someone, so, like I said, yeah, this is slightly different than the first cards. Because this is someone who just, it's like you just want to know, It's not that, but since you have found this person seems like this is a real good, really beautiful person, seems like, then you want to see what it is. You just want to see what it's going to be. But Spirit's like, no, this person might turn around. Yes. So if you want to keep focusing on that, go right ahead. But Spirit is saying this is what you should be focusing on if you're still single, and if this person is not showing you anything, or maybe it's just not time for this person to show you anything. You need to be looking, okay, for someone else. You need to be looking for this joy that you're trying to find in this person elsewhere, okay? And I feel like this is Spirit is actually saying that the person that's really for you is right around the corner. I kind of feel like for some of you guys, this person is just not even for you, okay? So and there's someone else that's going to come along. Some of you guys kind of don't feel worthy sometimes of love, or you don't feel worthy of a really good person. But Spirit is saying change that so we can get this joy coming into your life, so you can go to the person that you're really meant to be with. And but for some of you, like I was singing that, I'm so sick of being lonely. I was singing that song. You guys, that song is not going to go out my head now. I love this song. Some of you guys, it's not that you're in a relationship, but you're waiting for that time. It's not like you're with the wrong person, but you're waiting for that time, and you're like, well, I am, like, I know I'm advancing spiritually. I've done the work on myself. I'm doing what I feel like I should be doing. So Israel, wait. So you're like, if I've done everything that I need to be doing, then why hasn't this person came into my life right now? It's kind of like Spirit just saying you're focusing on the wrong thing. It's not like you're really stressing about it or nothing, but you do wonder, well, when is my partner gonna come? When is my true love gonna come? And Spirit is like, well, just take your focus off of it, because within the right timing, this person is going to come. The only thing Spirit wants you to do, for those of you who are single, you're not even with nobody right now, you're just wondering when that person's gonna come, and you feel like you've already, you feel like, that's just the piece of the puzzle that you're missing. You already know that you've done the work on yourself. You already know that you're straight when it comes to things spiritually. Spirit is saying the only thing we want you to do is just keep looking. It's just keep looking and keep dating. That's what we want you to do. The thing is, they actually want you to focus on this. They want you to focus on finding someone. Because some of you are kind of the type where, once you're looking for a relationship, and then that person is not. Now, this is probably for the ones of you who are already with someone or kind of already dating someone, and you're wondering, like I was saying in the beginning, you're wondering, like this person might be a little sometimey, and you're kind of putting your focus into that person instead of dating. Okay, now when it comes to that, some of you, once you start seeing a person's true light, you're going to be like, okay, well, bye. So Spirit is saying, no, don't totally do that either. We actually have somebody for you, because this is the season that we want you to be with someone. So don't just give up on the person. We actually want you to be focusing on this, because this is the reading saying what you should be focusing on. So you actually should be focusing on dating. You should be focusing on finding a relationship and finding the person that's really for you. Okay, so for those of you, you guys are ready. You guys can do this. Okay, you can do this, because for one, you are ready. So that is all. Just focus on. So I guess yeah, for all of you, just basically focus on continuing to date. Don't focus on the person that has not basically put a ring on your finger, the person that has not basically made any commitment to you. Don't even focus on them anymore, because Spirit is actually saying we want you to date. Okay, that's what we want you to do. Go out and have fun. That is all, you guys. Continue to come and grow with me, and subscribe if you like to. Like this video if you liked it. What else do I say at the end? Comment on this video if you want to just have any kind of discussion, if you want to say anything but personal readings. You have to email me for that, and I'll get back with you. And also, those of you who donate to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Large, small amounts, I look at all of them the same. Some of you, I feel like, of course, you really go out your way, so thank you for that. And some of you, I don't care what the amount is, I appreciate it all the same, because you don't have to do it. So thank you so much for donating. So, continue. I'm going to continue. I have to say, don't just donate to me. Don't just donate to me. Anyone who gives you spiritual advice and feeds you spiritually, then it don't just have to be me. So I'm gonna say, of course, donate to other psychic channels too, and of course, continue to donate to my channel. I have to ask. Okay, that's one of the rules on the universe. We have to ask. So that is all. Bye.